everybody, and welcome to Social Web Cafe TV. And we have Da Vinci and Deborah and Dan Morris joining us as about Pinterest. Hello, guys.
Hello. Hey.
We also have our little fly guest. That's he doesn't have his own window though.
Probably why he's mad at us right now.
That's probably why what?
He's mad at us, so he doesn't have a window of his own.
Exactly. He only lands on me when I'm talking, so then I'll make funny faces.
But you know, this is the joy of having live video feed. You never know.
This is true. So what do you think of the Twitter chat so far and all the great ideas on Pinterest?
I like it. It's always interesting to hear people's views on Pinterest versus Instagram and things like that. And there's like a clearly defined line of people who seem to love Pinterest, and then it's almost weird because it's rare to find a person who loves Pinterest and Instagram at the same time. So
I was just going to ask you that, if you've ever met anyone that loves both of them.
I'm still looking.
Wait. Are we live?
Yes, we are.
So you know who loves both? Because,
go for it, Dan.
Because I made the announcement this week that the death of Facebook has begun.
Oh, I heard.
Oh.
And the death of Facebook is Instagram, Path, Snapchat, Pinterest. The youth of today, the teenagers, the preteens, are all saying that Facebook is for the old people, and they're on to something new. They're not logging in, they're canceling their accounts, they're doing Snapchat, they're doing Instagram, and that's it. So the shift has begun. The shift that happened during MySpace's time has now begun with Facebook.
Yeah.
Really?
You know what's funny about that? It's almost like we're the old people.
Yes.
Okay, seriously, you're like not allowed to say you're old, Da Vinci.
I
you're
know
so not old.
Technically not, but to the youngsters that we're talking about that are gravitating to Facebook, away from Facebook and Instagram right now, I remember a time when, I guess when you're 18, you think 28, 30 is old. So you're like, oh my gosh, it's so old.
Every set of teenagers, every generation wants to do something different than their parents. They don't want to be on their parents' Facebook. They want their own thing.
Well, I'll be honest, though. I got to be honest with you, Dan. When my mother joined Facebook, I was like, why are you on Facebook? I mean, what are you doing?
Did you really say that to her? Did you honestly say that to your mother?
I didn't understand why she was adding me as a friend on Facebook. This is my space right here.
Yeah. See, that is the exact mentality that's killing it right now.
I know, but it's so funny because I understand it. Because my mother, I think I spoke to her, a couple of months ago. My mother only checks her Facebook maybe once or twice a month. So, I speak to her one day, I'm on the phone with her, and I'm like, Mother, what are you doing? She's like, or I say Mommy, by the way. So I'm like, Mommy, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm checking my Facebook. I'm like, why are you on Facebook? What are you doing there?
And she's hip and trendy.
Exactly.
But the 18-year-old is old. They don't need Facebook. They don't need the profile. They don't need the about. They just want to chat.
Well, I gotta agree. I will say it's kind of a situation, Deborah. I think I told you about this too, Dan, that I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook anyway. It is too much information for me that goes out. so I'm big on Twitter. I do enjoy Pinterest a lot, which is what we're talking about, for the reason that I can keep my anonymity and just kind of get the information out there and build the community without there being too much of my personal space being invaded. So
basically Pinterest is you're just sharing. You're not like doing a whole profile. This is who I am, and this is where I live, and this is where you can find me. Whereas
right.
Facebook is feeling that way.
Facebook is like a stalker's dream. I mean,
Facebook, do you hear this?
I think if Facebook doesn't see the writing on the wall, then they're, I would say this time next year, the game is over for them.
Yeah,
even as big as it is, they've lost out because the money is always where the people are going. So Toys R Us, the TV, the automobile manufacturers, they're going to be moving to where the people are. And that's going to change the monetization model, and we're going to be left with the old people's Facebook. That's the way it's going to be.
Well,
I mark this date. Dan has said on May 7th, 2014, Facebook will be dead.
But it's dying now.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about it until this week. But every single person that's commented has said, that's right, my kids only use Snapchat, or my teenager canceled his Facebook account. He doesn't like it. Or my kid says he doesn't want to be on Facebook because that's where his parents are. He just uses Instagram. They've chosen a new medium, and that's what it is.
No, I agree with you though. But I mean, I think I told Deborah, I said if I didn't have to have my own personal profile to have the fan pages, I wouldn't have a Facebook. I mean, I would have deactivated long ago. So I know my cousin, she's a fashion designer in the UK, and she's all about Instagram. She has a Facebook page only because I told her for her branding purposes, her her clientele, they're not just teenagers. So she kind of has to keep it where she has to make sure she's where they are available. So, but if it were up to her, she would only have Instagram and Twitter. She's kind of getting into, but it's definitely a little bit of a death going on there. So hopefully they'll listen.
So my question is, where does that put us as marketers? I mean, obviously, if the youthful market isn't our target market, it's probably not an imminent concern.
Right.
But the fact is that if you have 10,000 fans on MySpace right now, you really have nothing. So at
MySpace, is that still?
Yeah, I mean, and they tried really hard to revive. But at what point in time are we scrambling to move our Facebook fans to our email list or to our site because we know that there's no way we're going to move them after those people leave? If you had MySpace fans, how do you get them to Facebook, or how do you get them to your site? You're just host. So when do we start the scramble?
In the beginning.
When do we foresee that?
In the beginning.
Yeah.
I would say this is a big thing that I tell many bloggers when they're always asking me about branding. When you are branding your business, keep it proprietary. I mean, MySpace, Facebook, Pinterest, these are all wonderful tools to have. However, they should all be leading back to your own community on your own platform so that you're never going to have to run into the situation where you have 10 million fans or, potential customers if you're a business that you're going to miss out on because they've shifted and they left you behind.
Yeah. And I'd say now is more important than ever.
Right. So if you're hearing us and you're listening to, and you have a big fan base in the youths or the teens, it's probably time for you to make a switch and possibly get that Instagram page if you don't have one.
Oh, definitely.
We talked about Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest.
So the two big ones, the new ones are Snapchat and Path, P-A-T-H. Right. Those are the two new ones, and I don't even know what they are.
I don't think you're meant to. I was going to say, I don't think you're meant to know what they are. They don't want you to know.
No, they don't.
As soon as you gravitate over there, they're going to be leaving.
Yeah. And I thought it was so cool when when I meet my kids' friends, they're like, "Wow, you're on Twitter? That's so cool." But they're probably just saying that.
They're like, "Okay, that's so cool. Now I know I have to leave Twitter."
Exactly.
My friend's mom's on there, so she'll find out all of the goods. No, I mean, even with all the profile settings and things that you can put on Facebook, it's still really invasive. I mean, the biggest reason why the kids don't want to be there is because parents are using it as a tool to stalk them and keep up with what they're doing in their social lives. So
parental stalking.
Oh, hey, it's necessary in the day and age we live in, but
if you think about it, that is no different than when we were that age and we wanted to go to our friend's house for a party instead of having the party at our house.
Right.
We just wanted to
Some of you guys got lucky. I didn't have parties at my house, and I was almost not allowed to go to parties at other people's houses.
Da Vinci, that explains a lot.
The problem with Facebook isn't that your parents are following you, it's that everyone that you know is following. Their parents, the other kids,
Grandma.
the other kids. Yeah, it's not like you can get away if you're on Facebook. Even if you do all those privacy settings, you still, you end up with nothing if you do all the privacy settings. You might as well just use the phone. But who does that?
I know. Even it's just gotten kind of crazy because, you have your cell phone. I still like talking on the phone, by the way. But the youth, they're all about these misspelled tweets and misspelled text messages. And I'm like, when did it become cool to truncate already used slang and make it longer? Because that's what's crazy to me. I never really understand it. They'll have these words that they replace with numbers and letters, and it's longer than the slang that we had for it already. But, hey, the youth of today, right? I don't really... It's a growing thing, but let's get into Pinterest some more, Dan. How are you liking the new Pinterest?
How do I like the new Pinterest? That's an interesting question.
Let's talk about
it. For me, the question isn't necessarily how do I like it, but is it still a revenue source?
Right.
And it's definitely a revenue source and a really good traffic source. And I would say that it's a much better path to revenue than Instagram or Path or Snapchat are right now, because Pinterest really is just a link farm. It's just like Dig or StumbleUpon. It's just a bunch of links, and none of the other social media sites are really that. So even though Pinterest took away some of the functionality for us, which we can, we're finding ways to overcome, it's still, a top source, especially for foodies, because more and more people are propping up their iPads, next to the stove, and then, they're getting rid of their cookbooks and just bringing up some crazy Pinterest recipe.
Right.
So, it still has a place, even more than a place. It's still growing. The fact that it's not growing from a marketer standpoint is because of our limited ability to use it. But it's still a tremendous traffic source.
I agree.
Hey, Dan, you inspired me. Did you see the article that I just, actually Karen Woodham of blazingminds.co.uk published it this morning. And it has our interview on there and also tips from IFTTT, if this, then that.
Oh, I love IFTTT rocks.
I like them.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So it is doable. I got it so it auto-tweeted the pins, which is really cool. But it tweets them as a twit pic. So it's not taking you back yet. I'm still kind of tweaking, if you will,
and
the IFTTT.
You really have to search IFTTT. So you have to search for different words in order to find all the recipes, that involve Pinterest or Instagram or Flickr or whatever you're doing.
Right.
Exactly. Well, I have a recipe that's actually in the article, and I will post a link to the article in the summary of the Twitter chat along with the video, so people can go try that out.
Cool.
Well, to be honest with you, I love to cook, so I'm always on Pinterest looking for different recipes and, trying to get my Martha Stewart on. Sometimes I'll look for the different crafts and things like that. So it's definitely... Instead of going to, like you said, your old school cookbook, I like to go on Pinterest. I'm like, ooh, that's something I can make. It's almost like HGTV on speed for me, because when I watch HGTV, I think I can paint all walls and make all kinds of crafts. And when I get on Pinterest, that's exactly what happens to me. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to make this. I'm going to make that. I'm going to do this. So, I get amped on Pinterest.
The problem with Pinterest, if it is a problem, is that it is a browser's community. So when people get to your site, there is a remarkably high chance that they're going to hit the back button after they read the one article that they came to read or see the one picture, because they're still in that browser's mentality. They want to go back to Pinterest and continue what they were doing. So we found that the best way to combat that is to make sure that your site has custom sidebars and that you are populating the page, like if you're sending someone to a peanut butter pie recipe, that you're populating the page with other peanut butter pie, other cream pie recipes, in the sidebar below that are just as intriguing as Pinterest.
Right.
And keep people moving, keep that browser's mentality so they can, see more of your site and, do more things. And hopefully, if you're really doing a good job, you're creating recipes that involve some sort of ingredient like Angostura bitters that people know they're just not positive they can pick up at Kroger. So they'll click the link and go to Amazon and buy it. So they have it when they need it. But, if you're just putting a bread recipe on there with, flour, butter, and water, there's just not really an opportunity there to drive someone to buy something.
I would say one of the big tips that I found, when you're pinning your images, make sure that they are interactive and have call to action so that people know, oh, okay, this is a great picture, and find the recipe here, click here for the recipe. And I find a lot of people, they're still not doing that yet. So just make sure that all of your images are use a call to action so you can get that traffic back to your site or wherever you want to lead them back to. If you have a video that's explaining how to do it, lead them back there. Yeah.
Have you
I'm sorry, I saw Dior's shoes on the Twitter chat. I'm like gone. I'm looking at these on Pinterest on our Twitter.
Are those from the Met Gala? Because I mean, there are tons of pins from the Met Ball that I had to control myself for.
Oh, wow, those are some shoes.
Right.
Hey, have you guys followed Budget Savvy Diva on Pinterest?
Oh, no, but that could be a good one to follow.
So Budget Savvy Diva, she's one of the power pinners. She was featured in Pinterest 31 Days of Pinners at Christmas. She was number 5 after Kitty Clark. And her formula, which I would say is not like something that she's spouted as her formula, but if you look at her recipe pins, for instance, she has a very clear and concise picture of what the recipe is. So it's not a recipe for turkey and then a picture of the entire Thanksgiving meal. It's definitely a picture of the turkey. But on top of that, instead of putting a label on it that says turkey, she will label it kind of like on Jeopardy where there are 3 clues for every question. Mm-hmm. She adds more information in the labels. So instead of just putting the word turkey right across the top, she might put 30-minute turkey or 5 ingredient chicken. Something that adds value to the picture. Like you can't tell in the picture that it's avocado soup. It just looks green. Right. So she'll make sure that she adds value with the title. And then in the description, she adds even more value. So she might say something like, this is gluten-free and only takes 5 minutes to make. Click here. Or she will say, only 3 ingredients and it's healthy as can be. So she will add, 3 different ways to add information to the picture. And I'm pretty sure, just from looking at it, that she's still getting, to this day, something like 8 to 10,000 repins on every image. So
she's good. I'm looking at it right now. That's really, I'm not trying to look away from all of you. I'm actually looking at the other monitor, and I'm drawn by all her food pictures, and her descriptive and her font usage is really good and
very good.
Excellent.
Right.
In fact, I think if you scroll down and look at some pictures she put up there 2 or 3 weeks ago, she's recently changed the way she does the banner on it, and I don't know if that's helped or hurt her, but it's not as appealing to me. I think what she had was brilliant, and but maybe she's finding it better because she hasn't switched back. So I would keep watching it because she's quite astute. She follows her numbers, and if it doesn't work, then I'm sure you'll see it revert back to the way she had it.
Right. Well, a big thing is I'm sure, as any of us do, she's probably watching to see, okay, is this more effective with my demographic and who I'm catering to, my audience, you know what I mean? So it's quite possible that you may not be as receptive, but her audience may be even more receptive to what she's doing now, so that's cool. Yeah,
she's definitely a power pinner.
For any of you listening or watching this video, I will put the link to Budget Savvy on our summary article. You can find that, know what we're talking about.
She would appreciate that.
We'll have information in our Twitter chats group on theblogworkshop.com also. So we'll have some of that summary information there too for you all.
Excellent. And there's a tweet there giving a link to that group. So all kinds of information, guys.
It's like multimedia.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, guys, we didn't discuss this, but right now you're getting inside scoop and, a little bit of a feel from some of our speakers from the Blog Workshop online conference for bloggers. Next week, guys, who knew? It's like time has flown. Flown? Is that the right way? Yeah. Yeah, time has
That works. We know what you're talking about.
Time's gone by a lot. But I am completely excited. I know a lot of the attendees are super excited. And Dan has top secret information. I had to say it like that because that's what he has top secret information to share with everybody. So it's going to be exciting.
I don't know what it is.
Give us a hint?
I will learn it. Will.
Did you say, can you clue us in? Oh, Deb. No, it is super top secret information.
Oh, I feel really left out now. I mean...
Oh, no, don't feel left out. Don't feel left out. It's super top secret information. So
This is so secret, I don't even know.
There you go.
That's how secret.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Dan, are you coming to our social party?
Yes, on next...
What is that?
Excellent.
Dan. Now, we're having a social party next Thursday for attendees for the blog workshop. We're giving away prizes. Who doesn't like prizes?
Wait. Do I get to win a prize?
If you come to the social party, you can...
So I am eligible?
You are eligible for the social party prize.
All right. Excellent.
He's like, oh, man, what do I want to come for if I can't...
He's like so coming out.
I don't like it when the speakers can't win stuff. I want to win.
No, you can totally win prizes on during the social party.
Excellent.
So, and you can enter to win the grand prize if you like to. So, but any other than that, the rest of the days, it's like. Dan, see, you can never tell with him because I know he's doing this on purpose, making himself quiet. But now we all sound like he's muted.
I'm not making myself quiet.
You're making yourself muted. I could see that. All the people listening, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I lost sound. Sorry, guys. No, but it's going to be a party. Already, as you can see, just the three of us. It's a party. So
exactly. Hey, we should ask any of our participants here in the Hangout. Would you like to say anything?
I know, we've taken over.
Yeah.
We have a lot of lurkers on our chat so
Hello,
far.
Joanne.
I think. Oh, there you go, Joanne. Hi. Oh no, you don't. Okay, no. Oh, nothing. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us.
So how does someone chat? Do I have to press the chat button?
Yes. Oh yeah, you have to click the chat on the side.
Oh look, I see a bunch of people chatting.
Yes, you've been missing out on half the party.
I didn't know.
That's all right.
We are cluing you in.
I think it's because my background's not nearly as cool as yours. I didn't get chat knowledge.
Oh.
Chat knowledge.
No.
Oh, are you talking about my background? Is really awesome. I know. Look. Boom.
Oh.
That's what I do.
I thought you were talking about your background as in like Da Vinci, the essence of Da Vinci, and I'm like,
No, I don't have.
I thought you were doing this come hither thing,
I don't have some random skyline behind me, or
that too.
Or I have a thing that I whittled when I lived in Romania.
Oh, that's cool.
I was just saying, that's awesome. You gotta tell.
Whittled it.
Oh my goodness, Da Vinci, you have the blog workshop behind you. It's not green.
Did you just miss that? Like the whole time. Gotta love Deborah. Yes, ma'am. This is us. Hello.
That's so cool. I love it.
You're just singing that now?
Yeah, Deborah's like, she's so, she's on go most of the time. So she's like, wait, there's no green? How did I miss no green? We can, no worries, Deborah. I have forgiven you.
Thank you. I don't want to insult blondes, but I really truly am a natural blonde. So just...
Oh, I pinned from Your Life After 25. I pinned my Iron Man 3 review. So I am a big comic book movie person, and I was really excited. I kind of want to watch it again already. I wanted to watch it again that day, but I just
very cool.
throw that out there. Yeah.
And aren't you? Is it Gatsby?
Oh yeah, I'm watching. Yes, Gatsby tomorrow. Totally watching The Great Gatsby tomorrow. Gatsby's going down. Dante and I, we have tickets.
What is Gatsby?
Oh man, Dan, step out of the internet. Come on, join us. This is the reason. You're the reason they're leaving Facebook. I just want you to know.
Are you sure?
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's full circle.
Oh, he totally knows what Gatsby is. He's just playing.
I'm sure no idea what Gatsby is.
The Great Gatsby. No, he's not serious.
I read the book. Is that what we're talking about?
There's a movie for The Great Gatsby coming out, Dan.
Is that with the Spider-Man guy?
Yes. Tobey Maguire.
I remember hearing that a couple of years ago, but I didn't know they actually made it.
It was actually supposed to come out in December, ready for Christmas. So I think, with filming, any of us who edit videos, we know how difficult that can be. So to make a full movie.
You're going to go see it on purpose?
I'm totally going to go see it on purpose. I have plans for this.
I don't know if I have an extra $27 for that.
Luckily,
everyone donate to Dan so he can go see it.
I don't think that I would use it for that.
Well, no, here's the thing. I have to watch it first. When I watch it and I review it, then I can see if we need to start a donation fund for him to watch the movie. Or maybe I'll give you some Fandango tickets we can see about giving some of those away during the Twitter party.
There
we go.
Redbox. Oh,
Redbox. $1.
Oh, I love Redbox.
It's not even that.
But
it's 99 cents.
No, it's not. It's now $1.20.
Oh, is it really? Inflation.
Oh, it's been a while.
I was gonna say, Deborah, when did you watch Redbox last?
I guess it's been a while.
Yes, it has.
This is not green anymore. Redbox is no longer 99 cents.
They stuck you in with the 99 cents, and then they upped the price.
Well, that's good. That's good marketing.
Yes.
That is. See, I do Netflix. Groucho Marx, on BBC.
Netflix is good.
Yeah. Netflix, I'm definitely, some of us, we don't watch, because I don't watch a lot of live TV anymore. I mean, I live online socialite.
We are live TV.
If
yeah,
it's not on
we
Hulu,
are.
I don't watch it.
We've noticed. I will let you know how Gatsby goes.
I cannot wait.
I'm going to pin some pictures from Gatsby for you, so you can check it out.
Wait.
I can tell you're
so excited.
I know.
Okay, was he being real, or was that like a real excited, or was that?
No, that was Dan-sided.
Okay.
Oh gosh, guys, it's 10 o'clock. How did we get there? How did we get to 10 o'clock?
Time passed.
All right, let's thank our tweeters. I think they probably think we're a crazy bunch of people, but it's cool.
Wait, I was supposed to be tweeting? How can I tweet and do this at the same time?
You see,
it's a challenge.
This is why God made woman.
You know what though? At least you're not.
Dante was against. Dante's with you for that one, Dan. He's like, oh. No.
You see this 2009 Droid 1? This is how hip I am with technology.
Don't you just love live television? It's great.
You know what though, Dan? You don't have the same challenges as Da Vinci and I. We had to think about, okay, if you lean over and type, make sure we're not giving cleavage shots. So, at least being a guy, you have an advantage.
I wish that I could say I don't have that problem, but I have eaten a lot of Oreos this year, and now I have to think about it.
Joanne, this is totally live, so you're getting to see us as this all happens.
Yes.
Hi to your husband.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Social Web Cafe TV. And this video will be available hopefully tonight and the podcast tomorrow morning.
Sweet.
Join us next week.
Thanks for joining us, Dan. We look forward to you bringing your flavor to the Blog Workshop online conference for bloggers. Be
That's in
excited,
May.
people.